What is up, homies? Welcome back to another movie reaction from Here is Reforged. We are rewatching Shazam in anticipation for Shazam, Fury of the Gods. If you want to watch this watch along uncut, go to patreon.com/heroesreforged. This is probably one of my highlights of the DC quote-unquote extended universe. I really enjoy this movie. I really like David F. Sandberg. I feel like he's like a very like grassroots, I mean a lot of directors are, but he still very much kind of feels like I feel like he lives in that independent world of filmmaking still, even though he's making these big budget superhero movies. And I love a lot of the YouTube videos that he makes where he just like, he's either breaking down something or just having fun, showing people how to like do indie little productions and stuff. So
that is fun. You're also a big fan of his, Adam, because he comes from the horror world and he's a great horror movie director. And it's actually a great translation. Oftentimes I think horror movie directors are underrated and they don't get enough credit for being able to go to different genres and finding success. I think that David Sandberg did a great job coming from the horror world, entering the superhero family friendly world, but still having a couple spooky moments, still having some stuff that people that saw the movie were like, oh snap, that was actually pretty great, versus, for example, like James Wan going it from the horror world into Aquaman, very different flavor. And there was some cool sort of underwater terror imagery, but it was very brief and it was not at the level of what Shazam kind of provided. Yeah, and I think we're all in agreement that we enjoyed this Shazam film more than Black Adam, unfortunately, or fortunately.
Oh my God.
And on that note,
all right, you guys ready?
I'm getting my captions ready. I'm getting my volume up. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
A man needs to know when to stand up for himself.
Dear magic isn't real, Paul. Will Thad ever be a man?
Is it just me or does Thad, this little boy, look like he's like Mexican and his older brother and dad are not?
He looks like you when you were a kid, Hector.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this little Thad.
You broke it. Dad?
Uh-oh.
Sid?
Whoops.
Guys, I've only seen this movie once, so I don't remember any of this.
This is your Ant-Man, basically.
Mr. Mind. That's such a strange little detail of this movie that I'm like, I don't think that they'll revisit that. It's so strange.
I am the last of the Council of Wizards.
The wizard.
Known to protect the realms from the 7 deadly sins.
Jaimon Hansu's also so cool.
Yeah.
Such a great
Fantastic.
You want me to do magic?
With this, all my powers will become yours.
I have this in 3D. It's probably pretty cool in 3D. I need to rewatch it.
Same.
I think I've seen it once in 3D, maybe twice.
Of heart and strong in spirit.
Creepy. Sneaky peeky. Oh, well, you're not worthy. Goodbye.
Only the purest of hearts can resist their temptations. But you will never be worthy.
That's so cruel to do to a child. Honestly,
why would you say a child?
You miserable, whiny little shit! You could have killed us. Do you understand that?
Mary Chrysler.
Also, to make the magic 8-ball like such a, I don't know, what's the word? A totem for him, or a
Find me one soul who is worthy. No matter how long it takes.
1974.
Yeah, I'm like, how long did it take? Wouldn't those gargoyles gotten out of those stone casings?
I do like how they built those gargoyles. That's fun. It's just like just like a classic kids movie. This opening, it feels like, right?
You can use that your whole life. You'll always find your way.
Will you?
You gotta teach him how to use it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
This is sad rewatching this. I'm
This is really sad when you know the outcome.
Yeah.
Messed up.
Yeah.
She's still out there. I know it.
There's a couple outside, Mr. Batson. They run a group home.
It's just that this actor, what's his name? Asher Angel.
Mm-hmm.
He looks a little too old to be going by Billy. I'm like, at this point, he's gonna be like, call me Bill.
Behold, the Holy Grail. 1 9mm round shot at Superman himself. It's legit. You're not gonna talk so much, you know. This place is great. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, I'm now, but I really like these two kids' dynamics, and I'm wondering, I'm like, if they made Billy younger, would Freddie have to be younger? But then I'm like, I like the idea of Freddie and Mary both being older than Billy, because they're Captain Marvel Jr. and Mary Marvel. These you know, classic sidekicks to the main hero.
Call himself a wizard, even just like a wizard from Harry Potter or
some other Warner Brothers IP.
Yeah, right.
Game of Thrones or Harry Potter.
He tested me. There were these statues.
Who is that voice? Sounds so familiar.
I don't know.
Ask her about the symbols.
Hey, yo, cross.
I think I got it on video.
Show me the video.
Miss Kwan, this is Dr. Sivana.
One moment, I can send it.
Clearly a evil doctor.
Hello? What's going on? What's happening?
I was like, no way. This blinding light. No way. What's happening to me? I don't know. I can't do an Australian accent.
I was convinced I had the incorrect sequence. Or perhaps the wrong symbol.
Also, let Mark Strong have his British accent. They should have made the Sivanas like a British family.
You can't believe any of this is real.
Yo, it was about to be fucking windy in there.
Yeah, you're about to get cremated, lady. Bye.
I am not pure of heart.
The wizard is too weak.
It seems like this movie had a rushed production and had very little time to get made and a lower budget. And I know David Sandberg has talked about the success of it, thankfully, allowed them to spend more money and make the sequel look better.
I believe it.
Especially the suits.
I believe it. All things considered, I do think that this movie is a success, but I do think there are absolutely things that could have been improved. But that comes from Warner Brothers or whoever should have had more support and faith in the property to begin with. I like this set. I like the statues. That's cool.
The VFX are pretty great.
Yeah.
At the script level, I'm not a huge fan of the watch your eye. Watch your eye.
Looks like this was Petey Saf's second DC movie.
No one's worthy.
After Aquaman. And Savannah's whole motivation is basically like Syndrome from The Incredibles. Like he hates that he didn't get to be the thing, so he wants to ruin the thing for everybody.
He's got nunchucks. Yep, straight out of 1984, baby.
It's the Goonies all over again.
Thanos just snapped. Ooh, the worm got out. I guess they did revisit it. My bad. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a post-credit scene.
Long ago, we chose a champion, and we chose recklessly.
Is that supposed to be The Rock?
That's Black Adam.
Yeah,
The Rock. Yeah.
Now I never noticed it before, but it definitely looks like The Rock now.
Yeah.
Wait, he released 7 Deadly Sins in the world? I don't remember that in the Black Adam movie. He did that?
You, Billy Batson, are all I have. All the world has.
Honestly, why not Darla? She's a more pure person than this Billy kid we've been hanging out with for this movie so far.
Yeah.
So just say it. Like, Shazam?
Yes! Carry my name, and with it you carry all my powers.
It would be really cool to have this.
Thrones of our brothers and sisters await.
So he died.
I mean, he's essentially a god.
His body died. Yeah. We don't know what kind of magic he's got.
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude? I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
Okay, can you fly?
Okay, let's do this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it worked! Where'd you go?
I'm right here. You can't see me?
Where?
I'm invisible! I'm right here. Over here.
So dumb. Oh my god.
Freeman, I'm gonna come over there and beat you.
What are the odds that you're going to see like 2 muggings in the same night?
Yeah, in the same night.
Today is December 8th, and this is video proof of authenticity. Shoot him again.
Oh, yeah. Here.
Oh god.
It's the best. This is the best stuff about this movie.
We still don't know if the suit is bulletproof or if you are.
Shoot him in the head.
Shoot him in the face.
Shoot me in the face. In the face?
Oh god. Oh, sweet lord.
It kind of tickles. You're dead.
You gotta go take them to jail, dude.
That tastes like actual vomit.
There you go. That's what I would do.
Good lord. I'm out.
Also, that's a terrible cop if they're just going to pull up to the corner. They see a guy in that costume round the corner. They're not going to pursue that.
He said something to me I'll never forget.
Fucking giant 6'4" man.
300 pound, 6'4" man.
So sad. Hello?
Got lost fighting in the bathroom.
Night.
Wait, what happened to the stairs?
Jesus Lord.
Some old guy brought me to a temple and he made me say Shazam.
Frozen?
Verbally triggered body manipulation properties?
You can switch by saying Shazam.
A hero's loved ones are like the perfect bad guy target.
Is she even good at keeping secrets?
Moderate.
No.
Moderate. It's so tricky because this movie is trying to like comment on all of these superhero tropes, but this is a world full of superheroes and also technically a world where, like, according to Man of Steel, that's the first one ever. There's never been. So it's like you either have to establish there's Marvel comics in this world and there's been cartoons and, you know, like flying, and that's not a new idea. Or the introduction of Superman has changed the world, and that's all anybody's talking about.
Pass the ball if you're man enough to throw me out of this room. Let me spoil it for you.
Damn.
What a loving family. My God.
Yeah.
Outlook. Not so good.
So cheesy for him to be like Magic 8-Ball themed.
To give you what you deserve.
So this is interesting because, like, Augustine, you mentioned the visual effects. I don't love the smoke effect. Like, I don't think it looks real, but when the monsters come out of it, I think they all look pretty great. Like, I think some of these monster shots are like, it reminds me of like Ghostbusters, like the gargoyle dog from Ghostbusters. Great design, great animation. Terrifying.
The wizard found his champion.
You guys are just now sharing this information with Sivana?
Yeah, right. Where were you 30 minutes ago?
Defeat you. Show me where to find them.
I like that they chose not to have the monster's lips move like humans.
Me too. I dig that. No.
Jesus Lord.
Forgot about this.
That's pretty cruel.
Chaotic hell.
Wow.
Man, those are Heroes Reforged views right there. Man, that's pretty good. The booty trap.
Free hot wings.
The booty trap.
these guys would be arrested.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Darla, why are you so quiet over there, baby? You're never at a loss for words.
I'm in.
I don't want any part of this. That's why.
Priorities.
But also, that was so cute. It also looked like that actor was like, that was a blooper. Like she was like, I'm eating. And thought it was funny to.
Like she was about to crack.
Oops.
It's Naughty by Nature. Filmy flow.
Mary, are you okay? Are you?
How do you know my name?
Oops. Oh yeah, she didn't get into the school. That's why she was all flustered.
Oh yeah.
No, she did.
A super observation. I see that you're holding a letter from a college in your hand. Are you upset because you didn't get in?
Oh, that's right. She doesn't want to leave, right?
I got it.
Yeah.
Good job, Hector.
You said you'd come.
You said I will come. I never said I was. Listen, I have serious responsibilities now, okay? But that's cool because I can carry that burden with my hands.
This kid.
Is that worth it there, William? Huh? Is that worth it there, buddy?
Gross. Gross. No, the gracias. That still kind of hurt from the impact.
I think I would have loved it if we saw him like jump and kind of try to catch the.
Yeah.
It's tough to convey that.
I was in the neighborhood, you know, so I thought.
You want Billy Batson to be a modern kid, but the difference between Billy and Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and Aquaman and all the rest of the DC heroes is that he does have like the purest heart. Give me like a little kid. And right now, I get that with Darla in this movie. She's too pure for this world. But Billy is like a real dickhead in this movie.
Yeah.
You think I would kill to have what you have? Because everything I do is like some desperate attempt to get people to notice me.
This is a good scene.
I mean, look at me. Look at me. You even see me? Because most people don't. And now you don't either. Billy, you're 14, and now you're no better than the Briars.
Stop saying my real name.
Yeah, you're in the middle. You're in the front of the news, bro.
I do what I want.
And this is a world where everybody's constantly like holding up their phones and videotaping Shazam.
Exactly.
Somebody's gonna be like, oh, I think he was just called Billy by this kid.
They say Billy.
The so-called perfect man. What made you so worthy? Give me your power or die.
You're like a bad guy, right?
This is fun.
You should know that I'm basically invincible. So you
Ouch.
Yeah.
Time to transfer your power to me.
Jesus.
Oh.
You grovel like a child.
That's because I am one. I'm a kid. You don't want to hurt a kid, do you?
I don't think he cares.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't think of you in that way.
I don't want to die.
This is great. And it's also very funny and similar that like this came out the same year as the movie Captain Marvel.
Billy?
Benny, I need your help.
You can fly?
Whoops.
It's about to get like invincible. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right.
He's gonna hold Billy in front of a train and then.
My hope for the new Superman movie is that they don't do a ton of CG like doubles flying around.
Yeah. The flying stuff is pretty weak right now, visually.
But you know, it's like Adam said, it's probably because this movie, compared to other superhero movies, didn't have as big of a budget.
Yeah.
When he rescued me, he knew I lived in a group home. He knew my name. He called me Mary.
I do like how the kids are figuring it out.
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying Billy's a human power storm? Yes, you guys figured it out. Your mom moved here that year. 20 months later, you got lost. You never found them because your dad's been in prison in Florida for 10 years.
Jeez.
Is she dead?
She's 2 subway stops away.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
You didn't find her because she reverted to her maiden name.
She didn't want to be found.
Yep. Why would you change your name when your son might be looking for you?
Billy?
Oh boy.
Freddy?
You leave that little girl alone. She is precious.
You satanic son of a bitch.
Probably don't recognize me, but I found my way home. Mom.
Oof.
It's me.
It was never your fault. I was 17, and my daddy kicked me out, and your dad just decided not to be a part of anything.
Mom's not exactly going pro here, okay?
Oh, it's actually, she's really tired and sad.
Yeah, very skewed.
I saw you with the police. I realized that they could do a better job taking care of you.
That's rough, man. That is so sad.
Give me the power of a champion.
No, don't do it, Billy!
Some poltergeist shit.
Yep.
It does. It feels like Ghostbusters. I like it. This movie has more of a Ghostbusters vibe than I remember.
I dedicated my life to getting here. No one helped. Not the wizard, not my family.
Not Black Adam.
Definitely not Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yo, is that Zombo from Last of Us?
That thick boy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Take the staff.
Kind of awkward to have a character named Lust in this kid's movie.
Name.
Like he's gonna be like, don't listen to this child. I'll suck your Sivana.
And we're gonna keep throwing things at your big, fat, ugly-eyed head until you let our brother go.
Oh, dang. That cut.
I'm Batman.
In this universe, Batman is a vigilante who has like branded criminals and maybe killed people. And for some reason, a whole group of toy companies decided to make a bunch of toys of that character and put them in toy stores for Christmas. Like, come on,
coolest.
Batmobile.
He's still the coolest. Totally.
I love this. I love this reference. This is so great.
Whoops.
Why are you covering my eyes? Really? This is
So that actress who played Darla was in Watchmen. Wow.
The movie or the show?
The show. The show Watchmen.
Yes, I think she was.
Oh, really? Young Angela. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Shazam!
You gotta be careful with that lightning, dude. You're gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah, careful, bro. There's a lot of people around there.
No, gracias. No, gracias.
If a superhero can't save his family, he's not much of a hero.
That was a decent catchphrase.
That's maybe the most convincing transformation moment, I think. In
Yeah,
the
it's
movie.
really good.
Laser eyes! Guys, he's got laser eyes!
No, he's got demon eyes.
Sucks balls!
Did someone say sucks balls? It's me, Lust.
It's me, Lust. Oh.
Yeah, I like how the music does that.
My goodness.
Playtime's over, boy.
Generic Care Bear. Go.
Generic stuffed animal.
Hey!
Dodge this. Oof.
That's a boy.
Well, now we know what would have happened to all those people around him.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been fried.
Good.
I have a better trick. 4 words. Kill the little girl.
Oh, hell no.
I didn't catch that. Mary said,
why you gotta have the worst one with Darla?
I know, Lust. It's Lust.
I don't even want to make any Lust jokes. That's just wrong.
Just nasty.
Darla hit him too, and it was like,
Hands on the staff.
Billy, don't do this. Billy!
Say my name. so my power may flow through you. Thrones of our brothers and sisters await.
Oh.
All hands on deck.
I really did not think that they expect this in the first movie.
I know.
No, no, not at all.
Say my name.
It was, as somebody who's read the new sort of like New 52 version of the Shazam character.
Yeah.
I was hoping this was going to happen, and this is the best part of the whole movie.
This is so cool.
And this is the heart of why this is a great kids movie.
Yeah.
I have to imagine kids watching this are like, hell yeah, dude.
Yep.
This is my thing. I have a beard.
DJ Catrona, who plays adult Pedro, and Adam Brody, who plays
Freddy.
older Freddy. They were in George Miller's Justice League Mortal as Superman and the Flash.
Billy! The eye!
Adam Brody even looks so much like Jack Dylan Grazer. It's crazy.
Great casting. Great casting. Pretty good shots. I like these.
You just need the...
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Dude, I've studied the fighting techniques of every single superhero. What do you got?
All 6 of them in this world so far.
Yeah. Well, that's terrifying.
Back up. Back up.
You think a pack of children can...
Wait, what?
Slow.
Are you making some like big evil guy speech right now? All I see is mouth moving. I don't hear anything.
Only I have the power to unleash.
Oh, whatever.
That's so funny.
Drop those toys.
Yeah. Got a
your
new
new
one.
favorite.
Nice.
I love that they're giving Darla the most stuff to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God, this Santa Claus.
He's like the cabbage guy from Avatar.
Let those bullies die. They're the worst. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God! Give me this suitcase wedgies! Big angry one, that's wrath, yeah? And then gluttony, obvi, pride, greed, sloth, lust, who I thought was gonna be way hotter. But envy, he's just the run. And that's why all the other sins never invite him out to play, man.
Good way to get it out.
Oh.
He dead. He ain't gonna be Shazam too.
Gotcha. Shazam!
Boom.
Ooh.
Done.
You like barbecue or extra crispy?
And then piss just trickles down his leg.
Yeah.
So he like killed Envy, or no? Okay.
No, he's right there.
It can be reformed,
Yeah.
I guess, but dissipated temporarily because of the magic of Shazam's lightning.
No.
Let me get your eye, boy.
What good's power if you got nobody to share it with? Fatality.
I got the voice.
I can have anything I've ever wanted.
Billy, no.
Billy, no.
Stupid.
You sure this is gonna work?
Told ya.
What happened to Envy? I forgot. What happened? Or do they go back and explain?
He just flew back. No, he just flew back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in there.
Yeah, they're all there, I guess.
Yeah.
Lair. We got a lair.
What's a lair?
Great.
All hands on deck.
Oh,
Shout out to Cooper Andrews, who plays the dad. Marta Milanas, who is the mom. I think that Cooper Andrews is from The Walking Dead. He's great.
Mm-hmm. So
they're really great.
Maybe this time I'd stay. I mean, after all.
Tears.
I'm home.
After all, we're family. He turns bald.
So is Mary just not going to go to college? What's happening? Mary, you got to go.
I don't know. What are you doing? Waiting for your imaginary BFF to show up?
Still?
Yeah, I'm like, after everything they went through, they're still like just pieces of...
Yep, they are.
What are you guys doing here?
Well, we're having lunch with you.
You guys have different lunch periods.
Well, we made a very special arrangement.
Different lunch, but yeah, what is this? Is this a combination elementary and high school?
It looks like it.
Something.
That's so funny.
This guy taught me everything I know about being a dope superhero. True story. You should get some pointers.
Bloopers. Gotta be.
I invited another friend. I hope that's okay.
We couldn't afford Henry Cavill. Sorry, we ran out of money.
Couldn't afford him. Sorry, but we had the suit just laid around. So
here's a question I want to get into. Like they said, it was like a scheduling thing, right?
I think he was working on The Witcher already.
Now at this point, do you feel like, okay, if they can't get him, it's not worth it, don't even do it? Or are you glad that they did it in that way where we can't see the head?
I think it's a nice payoff for what they set up at the beginning. Like, and I'm sure, like now because of everything that's going on, I don't really care. But definitely in 2019, when the movie came out, I really hope that there would be a moment where I would have been fine in that moment having that shot, and then it pans up and you see Henry Cavill just to confirm that it is in fact Superman. But you know, it is what it is. Now it doesn't matter.
If you can draw Momoa in these end credits, you can have Henry Cavill be Superman for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm like, especially with how they shoot movies these days, is there no way to get him on a set somewhere, wherever he's filming something?
Yeah.
With basically a green screen to be able to just like get him to be like, nice to meet you. Like
they did
like
him the suit.
Something.
For Batman versus Superman, Ezra Miller was shooting Fantastic Beasts at the time. They got the crew from that movie to shoot his cameo for Batman versus Superman.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But maybe that's easier because those are all Warner Brothers movies. So it's like, you know, they're more willing to do the favor. Whereas like Netflix to be like, hey, can we get him as Superman? Hell no.
Can we just shoot some green screen footage?
Yeah.
You're not wrong, because Warner Brothers asked whatever studio it was, Paramount, if Henry Cavill could shave his mustache, and they said no.
True.
Yeah. They said no.
Yeah.
They said no, bro. See that mustache? Nuh-uh. Figure it out. Figure it out.
It's so vital to our Mission Impossible movie. He cannot shave his upper lip.
You figure it out. We paid him $8 million for this. Figure it out.
Which if you really think about it, it probably would have been easier to add a mustache than to remove a mustache.
Yeah, 100%.
Clearly. Good
5
Lord.
minutes in the makeup department, dude.
I don't know.
That's all you needed.
I know.
Well, this is obviously just gibberish. See, this Sivana is kind of closer to the comic book Sivana. Like, I would have liked it if Mark Strong could somehow play this weird manic thing the whole movie. And this is apparently also David Sandberg's voice.
There are more ways than a mind can imagine.
What in God's name?
Mr. Mind.
God's doctor, not the other way.
That's a pretty good line, though. I named the gods.
Yeah.
The 7 realms are about to be ours.
I like it. It's ridiculous. And they're not in the sequel. They're not in the sequel, right?
No.
Mark Strong
not as far as we know, no.
That was as fun as I remember it being. Like, it's just a fun movie. That movie's just all about just a silly goose having a good time with the genre in a place where the universe was not like this before. Like, we were deep into everything that had been the DCEU at this point, and to me, when I first saw this, I was just in the trailer. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, this just feels like a breath of fresh air for the DCEU.
Yeah.
Because everything was not this. Everything before this was not this. And so I'm just like, okay, cool.
Right.
This is a lot of fun. But it makes me wonder, once again, where the DCU is going, like DC Studios is going, because this is still pertinent into that universe. Like, this still exists there. This next sequel is going to come out, and James Gunn is now the leader of this ship. Like, what is going to happen? What are they going to do? Where are they going to go?
I do want to say, Augustine, to your conversation here, just until the movie comes out, James Gunn said, Shazam has always kind of been off doing his own thing, so it fits into our DC universe quite well, is what he said for now.
Right.
But we don't know if when the movie comes out, whether it does or doesn't do well, we don't know if this whole thing is not going to mesh with the plans going forward. And exactly. not because like Zachary Levi posted a dumb thing on Twitter or anything like that, but maybe he's looking at Shazam and going, my take on Shazam requires different capabilities from a different actor. The same way he looked at Henry Cavill Superman and went, that's not going to work going forward. We need another actor to come in and do Clark Kent, this version of Clark Kent. So maybe a year from now, maybe a few months from now, we might hear James Gunn say, we're not moving forward. And Zachary Levi is going to do a Dwayne Johnson announcement like, hey, fans, thank you so much but I just talked to James and he's building a universe and I'm not a part of it. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, and
we might get the same thing for Blue Beetle, Aquaman. I don't know.
I fully expect that, because there's nothing holding him back from doing that. And I think at the end of the day, the whole reason why you put somebody like James Gunn in charge or change the name of the studio and everything else that's been happening is because you are taking a new direction. And it's unfortunate that there are actors who have to take a hit for it and production people who are going to take a hit for this. But I think it's the only way that you steer the ship. Like, it's the only way that you can really start fresh and come up with the ideas that you want to come up with, because the DCEU is not, it's not ultimately what James Gunn wants. And that's just how it is. Like, I'm sure if us three were in James's position, we'd all have different ideas as to where we're going to take the universe, right? Like, we'd all have our own iterations of it. And that's what's happening. It's just like, cool, James Gunn is going to take this in his direction. And the thing that just keeps my gears going is, how is all of this gonna eventually wrap up?
Yeah.
Like, how is it gonna tie this up in a way where we're just like, cool, we're moving on? He hasn't officially said, hey, the DCEU is dead. And I doubt he ever will come out and say it in those terms.
Especially if he's going to reuse some actors.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, if he's going to reuse some actors, who knows? Are they going to be in the same position, in the same roles that they were in before? And that itself presents a problem, because that still in people's heads says, okay, so that's a continuation of what's going on there. Maybe the Flash is going to answer a bunch of this stuff. Who knows? Because we should make it clear that we're watching this before we watch the Flash.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It is also so weird to watch any movie from this franchise now, knowing what we know. Now knowing that oh, they hired two people and a creative to especially steer the ship. Like we're saying, it's weird. It's also it's always been kind of weird with Warner Brothers DC movies or properties or whatever, because you don't know, because they've tried to play that game that other superhero movies have played, where they're going to tease stuff in a mid-credit scene, post-credit scene. Mark Strong was a part of one for Green Lantern. He was Sinestro, fully yellow in Green Lantern, never followed up with that. So it's I don't want to say 50-50 shot. It's a shot in the dark when you go see a DC movie, and if they try to tease anything going forward, you don't know. To their credit, Marvel Studios has pretty much delivered on any major promise that they have set up. That is a franchise that has proved its sustainability, and it's going to keep making stuff forever. So when they tease something in Ant-Man and the Wasp, it's going to get paid off in Quantumania. Oh, the Quantum Realm, they're going to pay it off or whatever. It's different for this stuff, dude. So that's why maybe I'm a little. It's almost like now watching anything in this franchise is like watching an old Fox X-Men movie.
Yeah,
whereas before,
kind of.
Before I'd be like, oh man, like this is what they're deciding to do, and it's not quite what I would do with Apocalypse, and that's what Apocalypse is going to be now, right? Or this is their Dark Phoenix saga. But now I'm like, no, we're going to get a fresh start, a new opportunity. It's almost like I care less now. Like you said, Adam, like now you kind of don't care about the whole Superman situation, because it's like, well, that's not going to be the end all be all version of this character. I don't know. So it's interesting. I still think in my rewatching this right now, I probably enjoyed it less than first time I saw it. And again, Augustine, you were mentioning the freshness of it at the time compared to the rest of its own franchise, the DC Extended Universe. So great. And now I'm kind of like, okay, I think we can do better. I think that this character, this is...
Yeah, he's telling you to shush, Hector.
Of course it's not real. I can't talk to fish. Even if I could, I mean, honestly, what could we do with that that's cool?
I don't know, maybe command an army of billions in the ocean?
Well, that's not that cool.
That's Peter Stafford being like, Aquaman just made $1 billion. So
yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think you're right, Hector. It's just so this movie, given everything that we've heard about the news and about Zachary, like it just kind of took the fun edge that I thought honestly, from Zachary. Yeah. I was so into you, like I was so into this character. I was so into like what you were bringing to all of this, and then to say all the things he said, and he was also going through. I don't want to justify what he was saying, but his dad had recently passed away. Like he was going through some stuff, probably emotionally. And just for those and the same thing happened to Evangeline Lilly when I was watching Quantumania. It's just like I can't. It's too in my head right now, and I can't separate it fully. Yeah, and it sucks because I shouldn't have that hanging over my head for these actors or for these characters.
I don't want to say too, like as far as we know, Zachary Levi is like wonderful to work with. Seems like a hardworking actor, very talented, very funny. Evangeline Lilly, everybody seemed to really enjoy working with her. I just saw somebody post something about like somebody asked her in the press about did she see that there were rumors that she was going to be recast or whatever because of what she said, because she posted pictures of herself at this rally that was like freedom of choice body rally or whatever, that was essentially like an anti-vaxxer rally and trying to side with the truckers in Canada that didn't want to get vaccinated when it was their job and whatever. And she said something like, nope, I had one person at Marvel like hit me up and go, hey, we're not, like she even asked about it. She said any conversations about it with people at Marvel were always initiated by her, and that people at Marvel were always kind of like, hey, that's your life, and we're not going to tell you, that's kind of not our business, and that's not what we do. And she said even the director Peyton Reed called her and said, hey, you might see like rumors going around that Marvel is thinking of like firing you or recasting you or whatever because of what you posted, because of what you said. But he goes, but that's not true. Marvel didn't start those rumors, so ignore them. Don't think about it. So I'm sure Evangeline Lilly is lovely to work with and a hardworking person. But you see that kind of stuff, and you start to pull on that thread for some of these actors in the positions that they have and the platforms that they have. Right. And it bums you out because to some, it's not that big a deal, and it's some people's just like personal opinions, and everybody should have their own personal opinions. But to others, that kind of stuff can be a big deal and can be harmful and can lead to other dangerous and scary, like James Gunn said, I can't change my entire plans because I disagree with an actor. But if an actor is ever doing something that's like actively harmful, then that needs to be addressed. And then again, it goes back to the Ezra Miller situation. It's going to be weird watching The Flash and rooting for Michael Keaton and rooting for, Sasha Calle, who's playing Supergirl, and rooting for all these, like everything around it being like, this is so cool, and rooting for the director. But then knowing like, Ezra Miller potentially, possibly, allegedly really took advantage of people, right? Young people that couldn't protect themselves, and like what, and they said that they're trying to seek treatment, and it's just you can't help but have it color your experience of the movie. So probably a little of that was also me watching. So all I'll say is I just moved Aquaman up above Shazam in my ranking. Now that's where I'm at. Shazam is now number 6, still above Black Adam, but basically in the midpoint of my ranking of these particular movies.
Well, so here's another question. I'm building my letterbox. Should I start building my letterbox off of rewatches that we do here? Or should I? Or because that's what I'm doing for my Marvel letterbox, by the way. So my Marvel letterbox is off of our experiences here on the channel. Should I start doing my DCEU or my DCU off of this? Because we've already seen Peacemaker, right? So that's number 1 right now.
Ooh, okay.
Right.
Well, and Letterboxd is tricky because you can't do TV shows. So like you couldn't put Superman and Lois in there if you wanted to.
Exactly.
I can, because all you have to do is put it in the notes, baby. List it out in the notes like I do. Just write out.
Yeah, you make my job so much harder when I have to take screenshots of your stupid letterbox and I got to scroll down and take 15 screen grabs of your damn account.
Balls, Adam.
Jesus Christ.
He's about to get all lusty on you, Adam.
Ooh, Daddy, tell me how you have to scroll to see how long my letterbox is. That's what I like, Papa like.
Wow.
That gets me gargoyle statue hard.
Well, I'm sure you made at least 15 people uncomfortable in this video, Hector. Thank you.
That's so funny.
Sorry. I'm sorry to those 15 people.
I think I feel pretty much the same way I felt about this movie when I first watched it. Because I've seen it. This might be like the 4th time I've seen it total since 2019. But I still feel feel pretty much the same. But I think the one thing that I did notice on this rewatch, and we're watching it off of HBO Max, so I don't know if I put in the 4K Blu-ray, maybe it'll look a little bit better. But there's definitely moments I'm watching this movie, I'm like, this looks kind of cheapy. And I don't know if it's just the streaming quality or if it'll look a little bit better on disc.
Well, you said Disney Channel original movie,
right?
Like, it has some of that vibe.
It's like something in the DNA of like the way it's lit and the way it's like the shots are composed and that kind of stuff. And of course, it's more than likely going to be some things that are in the budget that they just like, you can't work around. It's impossible. It's got an appropriate tone for the character. I think if you would have tried to make Shazam feel like Batman versus Superman or Watchmen, that's totally the wrong direction to go. So I know that some people, when they came out, they were saying like, oh, it's too lighthearted, it's too this. I'm like, but it's kind of true to what the character is. It's a child who kind of inherits these powers of a superhero. So there's only so much. That's why I think Sivana is kind of a good contrast to that. Like he's that type of a villain.
Yeah.
You know, even though he may not be the most exciting villain. Yeah,
you're right, Adam. The tone is right. I think it's just the budget. The budget for a movie like this should have been much, much higher, and that's why we're getting some of that. Like I would say, like the visual language of it just feels a little more CW than it should. Yeah, because Superman and Lois, we there are moments where the show is like going balls to the wall with VFX, but they were expecting not to have like super high quality VFX, so we accept it more, right?
Yeah.
Shazam is playing with the big boys here. The Shazam is playing with Superman, Batman, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman. So you're expecting that budget, so it's easier for us to like notice when the animation feels too floaty or like things just aren't playing right. And so I think that's really what we're seeing, because it feels like a production that they would have done for kids, like for a lower budget production. So I personally think that that's what I'm feeling and seeing in everything that I saw here.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes me excited for the sequel, because they have like more of everything essentially. So it's like, okay, what did you do with it, David Sandberg? What did you do with it? All the production people who are working on this movie, you had more time to make it, and because I think the movie has been delayed a couple times. 1, because of the pandemic. 2, because of they didn't want to competing with Avatar. So I'm like, great, if that gave you even a month extra time, then like I hope you use it to your advantage to polish off some stuff for the theatrical release. So
I would be happy, and at this point I'm expecting, like, we just watched Creed 1 and 2, and I'm expecting Creed 3 to be better than Creed 2. I don't know if it'll be better than Creed 1, right? That's where my expectation is. I'm expecting Shazam Fury of the Gods to be better than Shazam, better than maybe the first Aquaman, but it's probably not going to, for me, be better than like the first Wonder Woman with that emotionality and the stuff I have ranked higher than Wonder Woman. So I'm like looking to get it comfortably situated at my number 5. Like Shazam 2 better be better than Shazam 1 and Aquaman 1. That's where I'm at.
Agree.
I kind of feel the same way. If it's in the top 5, then I'm like, I feel like that's pretty successful. And again, because of everything that's happening, the future is so uncertain. I'm like, that's good enough. That's good enough. If I care about the characters and if it looks good and I have a fun time and like I'm just kind of chewing the scenery for 2 hours, that's all good to me. I think that's kind of why Black Adam is kind of works for me. Is I'm like, it's fine, and I don't really give that much of a shit for the characters, but did I have fun? I think I had a pretty good time.
You're not wrong.
It's making me think of a question that maybe I'll ask on Chexican so we can have like a real good discussion about it. Maybe I'll wait for that, because I feel like we could have a real good discussion about something I'm thinking about. But
you better write it down before you forget it.
Which 7 deadly sin do you relate to the most? Lust, baby. Yeah.
Why do you want lust to lick your balls, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Lust is chasing me and killing me. Oh, no. Oh, don't get me, Mr. Lust. Oh, no, Mr. Lust. Oh, no. You caught me.
No. Oh, my pants are falling. Oh, I should have worn a belt today.
Oh, Lust is going to suck me to death. Oh, no. It hurts so bad. Save me, Shazam.
Before we get kicked off the internet, wrap it up, Adam.
Save me, Shazam.
If you had lust chasing you for one night, what would you like lust to do to you? Let us know in the comments below.
Don't do that. Don't tell us in the comments. I don't want to read your sick fanfic. You sick fucks.
If this is your first time watching Shazam, let us know your thoughts. If this is your
sorry, we ruined it.
Second, third, fourth, or fifth time, let us know how you feel about the movie. Let us know what you're looking forward to in the sequel, and where do you think that the Shazam franchise could go if it were to continue in the future of the DC universe. Make sure you guys check out the Uncut watch along as well. Make sure you guys come back when we do our watch alongs for not only everything else that we're watching, but also Batman Returns leading into The Flash. And who knows, maybe at the end of the year, if we can fit it in,
Aquaman.
maybe we'll do Aquaman, the first one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have
add another one to my letterbox. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You can dig it.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And we're going to go let Hector do whatever he wants to go do. Okay, bye.
Bye.